Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. Today I'm doing a pick a card reading for the month of September. We'll touch base on energy that's coming in and get some guidance and advice on how to handle that and, kind of where you're headed in the month of September. So if you've never done a pick a card reading, go ahead and pause the video now and meditate or really focus on what pile draws you in the most, which pile are you drawn to. And then in the description box I will link the exact time where each pile starts. And if you like and resonate with any of my messages, please like and subscribe. That would be very, very appreciated. And all of my social media is linked down below. Alright, group 1. Going to start with your tarot cards and we'll take it from there. So you've got Justice, Eight of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. So what I'm initially picking up is that in the past you've really been trying to focus on doing what you feel is right. And what I'm hearing a lot is that some of you feel that in doing so, you've actually given out quite a bit of yourself and your own personal energy to others because you felt that that was the right thing to do. So right now what you need to do is refocus on yourself. That's kind of the mentality you're in right now, that you're trying to refocus on yourself, your passions and your hobbies, and really trying to grow some more on your journey. And then coming in, Nine of Swords, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to pull the book on this, but typically, this is like nightmares, lack of sleep, things like that. So let's see what the book has to offer for us. I really like this is the Light Seer Tarot deck. I really like their book that they use. So I'm kind of reading this as past, present, future. So this will be in your future position, but the guidance in the book says that you see your fears as the illusions that they are. So it does seem like you're going to have some fears that may come in. And what I'm picking up on is it could be some self-doubt. When you're focusing on this in the present moment, it could be some self-doubt fears that come in. Worrying about like, oh, am I good enough? Do I have enough skill? Things like that. But you're going to realize that those are just illusions. Balance spirituality and practicality. That's full moon in Pisces. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm actually filming this on the full moon in Pisces. So, I think this is a very strong message for you guys, group 1. You need to really balance your spirituality and practicality. And if you're not quite sure what that means, my feeling is that you need to ground more. I think it's telling you to bring spirituality more into your life. A lot of us have a tendency to, kind of go on about our day and forget that, we need to stay grounded and we need to really stay connected to the divine. And then some of us are a little bit more airy types who like to float up in the heavens and not be grounded at all. So if you're one extreme or the other, then you need to really kind of balance those two. But what I'm picking up on it for most of you is that you need to bring in a little bit more spirituality. When you're facing things like that fear and that self-doubt, bring in that spirituality, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. I like that because I feel that some of this Nine of Swords energy that's coming may actually be based on your fears in the past of maybe some rejection, feeling, it's almost too, like, what I'm picking up on is that it's almost feeling like you have to not be yourself because you want to please others, and you're trying to find, again, we kind of have justice, like the scales of justice, right and wrong. I see a lot of balance in this too. So I feel like you have to find a balance between serving others and serving you. And don't let your past hold you back, is just telling you and confirming that, you know, past, what you've dealt with in your past and that imbalance, and working to find this justice and this peace, essentially, it's not wrong, okay? So don't let anybody who might be questioning that cause you to think it's wrong. I hope that makes sense. And then your immediate advice is make no judgments. So let's get some clarity on all this. I'm going to save this last card as kind of like guidance to take away from the reading. I'm going to see what some of this is about. Justice came out with Queen of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I really feel like you're on this journey right now where you're trying to find a balance between doing what others expect of you and doing and saying what's your truth, what makes you feel right, what are your passions, like the Queen of Wands, she embodies this energy that, you know, she speaks her truth, she's confident, she's not afraid, you know, she knows what lights her fire. So that's your past. You're kind of finally at peace with that, because her looking down, yes, she's looking down, but I also feel that this is just a very peaceful look that she has. So I do feel that you've kind of been in a place where you're at peace with yourself and your truth, right? And then you're kind of starting to cultivate that even more so and really perfect those things. But let's get some clarity on this Eight of Pentacles. What do we got? The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. So that's kind of funny that the Hangman, you're now getting the next card after Justice. So the Hangman, you know, changing your perspective can also be kind of like letting go of control, right? Going with the flow type of energy, but sometimes it can indicate that you're realigning with your heart and purpose. So sorry about that, guys. For some reason my camera decided it needed to cut out in the middle of your recording and I didn't know, so I already pulled the other clarifiers, so I'll just talk about those again. So we have the Hanged Man already, and I was speaking about how the Hanged Man can indicate that you're reconnecting to your purpose and your, you know, passions. So that's kind of interesting. And also going with the flow. I'm not sure if I said that already, but going with the flow comes out a lot because it's kind of like, you know, you have discovered your passions and now you're working towards perfecting that and growing it even more, and you're just kind of going with that flow. But I feel that it does get a little out of hand, and maybe you start to get a little bit too much in your mind, because the next card that came out was the Four of Swords. So it does feel like you're starting to maybe overthink everything. You're starting to doubt yourself because of your past, and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to really have these results, or have results from these passions that you're doing, whatever these creative activities are. You're having to really like stress yourself out because you're not seeing results, is what I'm getting. And so you need to rest. You need to calm down with this. You have to give yourself a break. You can't, the reason that you're here and have this peace and then here have all of this in front of you is because this is, you're discovering a passion, right? You're discovering something that you really enjoy. So go back to that, right? Like, I'm going to pull this right now because it's kind of touching on what I'm talking about. This is Starseed, what lights you up. All right, so what is it that lights you up? That's what you need to be focusing on. This is the guidance that takes, that for you to take away from this reading is what lights you up. Ask yourself that question. When you're starting to have that stress and that Nine of Swords energy, ask yourself that question, right? What lights me up? That's what I need to focus on. Do I enjoy what this, Eight of Pentacles energy is? Do I enjoy this creativity that I'm working on? That's what you need to focus on. And then when I asked for make no judgments, clarity, Knight of Swords came out, which I liked because Knight of Swords, is somebody who does want to work towards perfecting, right? They want to work towards like the King of Swords. They want to be successful. They want to, just be there. They're moving fast. They're fast moving energy. Really, they want to be someone who's successful and just like moves so quickly. Is kind of because they're one of the faster knights. So it's like, no, slow down. Four of Swords is what you need to bring in. Slow down, rest, and just focus on what lights you up. Stop stressing about all these other things. Stop putting all this pressure on yourself. I also feel like there is some external pressure for some of you of, doing too much at once. And you need to remove some things, some responsibilities. Well, maybe not responsibilities, but some extracurricular activities that are not necessarily really benefiting you. Remove that so that way you can focus more on the stuff that you enjoy, because that's what's going to light you up. All right, group 1, sorry for the, interruption right in the middle of your reading. Hopefully that resonated for you, and like, share, and subscribe. Hi, group 2. Let's start with your tarot cards. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and then Knight of Swords. So I'm kind of taking this as a past, present, future reading here with the tarot cards. So recently you've been presented a new love opportunity is what I'm feeling. And for some of you, I feel that you're still kind of stuck in this Five of Pentacles energy right now. This is how you're feeling, and it could potentially be because of the person that you're dealing with, but I'm more so picking up that it's your own internal feelings and situation. This Five of Pentacles, like you feel like you're left on the outside. You feel that, you're left out in the cold, essentially. But like the key, if you look closely, the key's right there. Like if she could, it's right here. She could get up. She could go and, get that key and let herself into this beautiful door here. So it feels to me like it's like, you're doing it to yourself. Like you're putting yourself out there, not someone else. And so in your future energy is Knight of Swords. Interesting. Moving forward to success, moving forward towards that, King of Swords, right? Like moving on towards higher energy, being really clear with your mind and mental energy. Ah, interesting. Yes. Oh, okay. It's time to release negativity. Sorry, I was reading them before. It's time to release negativity. And that's full moon in Scorpio. Some good full moon energy. I'm actually filming this on the full moon in Pisces. And then a time for healing. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some past trauma here that you're bringing into this new Ace of Cups energy that was presented to you. And you need to reevaluate that inner issue. So, and your first card for your immediate advice is trust the divine plan. So that's funny. Okay. Express your joy is your secondary advice. 2 came out for you. I'm going to set these up here for now. Hopefully those will stay. Now, what I'm getting with the trust the divine plan is that maybe you're questioning right now. You're at a place where you're feeling kind of, maybe things aren't progressing the way you want them to. And this, doesn't necessarily need to be a lover. This could be work. This could be friendship. This could be just a new opportunity that's come into your life, right? And you feel like it's not progressing. I'm picking that up for a lot of you. You feel like it's not progressing a lot. So you're just kind of like, oh, well, I was so excited about this new thing that came in, and now, like, what's happening? Well, trust the divine plan, okay? Divine timing is at play here. And right now, you have to focus on you in order for these blessings to come in. It's a time to release negativity and a time for healing. So yeah, you're definitely getting a message. I'm going to save this for, like, take away the energy to take away from the reading. And for now, we'll get some clarity on these Ace of Cups. Let's see, what is this about, please? Ooh. Hanged Man. So something definitely came out. Some opportunity came out that was kind of different, right? It kind of made you like, oh, wow, that's kind of what I'm guessing. So it's like an unexpected. This is in your past, right? Something recently, or, this could be like very, very current. Like this barely is just happening to you. Maybe you haven't even realized it yet. But, oh, I don't know why I was pulling more. I wasn't planning to, but 10 of Cups also came out. So this is something that's like, oh, this is really like awesome energy that has been presented to you, and it feels like it was something that was really unexpected. It came out of nowhere, and maybe you weren't prepared for it mentally or physically. 5 of Pentacles. Let's get some clarity on that, please. 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Coins. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, just seems like you're not really grounded right now, right? You're not, yeah, okay. You need to ground. You need to be more practical and realistic. I feel like there's some unrealistic expectations here, and that's causing you to feel down in the dumps, disappointed, alone. You have to ground, okay? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth, Earth energy. Go outside, cleanse yourself on a regular basis is what I'm hearing. And you need to be focused. You need to, like, stop being up in the air so much with your thoughts, with your energy. Bring it down to earth. What's realistic in this situation? And keep that in mind, okay? Let's see. That's your present. That's what you need to be working on right now. Knight of Swords. So what's coming in? What's coming in, please? Knight of Swords. Oh, 2 of Cups. So we've got the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So a lot of you, this is definitely a new love opportunity. That's awesome. And I feel like Okay, so it's almost like new opportunity presented. All right, we've hit a little bit of a snag here with the Five of Pentacles. Not quite sure, a little bit of a snag, but it seems like you're going to recover very well and move towards this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is moving towards the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is what's coming in. Sorry, that's my dog. I don't know if you could hear her snoring. So what you need to do right now, though, remember, is just focus on healing, release the negative thoughts or energy, and if you express your joy, I just feel like that's reminding you to live in the moment. What makes you happy on a day-to-day? If this is a new love opportunity, express your joy with them. Enjoy the moments you have and tell them. That's what I'm hearing. You need to tell them. Okay, let's see what your mirror, who or what is triggering you. So you have to really, interesting, and it's like, do you see, really look at this card. She's looking down and she's touching herself. Who or what is triggering you? You yourself are triggering you. I mean, you gotta work on some inner stuff here, I think, to really appreciate and enjoy and receive these blessings that are coming your way. All right, group 2, thank you so much for letting me pull cards for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hi, group 3. All right. Going to jump into your tarot cards. Sorry, that was my dog, if you heard that. The Empress. Seven of Swords. Okay, a lot of swords today. And Judgment. Interesting. So I'm kind of reading this as like past, present, future for the tarot cards here. So, it's almost like you have been someone who's always been like super caring, very motherly in the whole sense of the Empress, right? Like nurturing, always thinking of others, just grounded, always there for other people. And now you kind of feel like there's some betrayal, some deceit, some theft, basically, of this energy. And, you've like been this light. The light is being shown. The light is shining down on something, someone who's trying to, do some sneaky stuff. And that's what's going on right now. And you kind of have this bird, if you can see, that's you. That's what I feel like. You're like, oh my gosh. Like, that's what I feel like. It's kind of, you have always been this wonderful, nurturing person. And of course, yes, everyone's human, and there's definitely things you probably could be better at doing or whatever. But in general, you've always been this nice person who doesn't want others to be hurt. And now you feel like someone has really hurt you. Someone has really deceived you. And I feel like your future, though, is going to be a release. Right? Like, a lot of people think Judgment is related to like that Judgment Day card, or that Judgment Day. And in a sense it is, yes. Like the truth will come out, and that's kind of interesting following the Seven of Swords. The truth will come out, and, who's been good will be good, and who's been bad was bad. Of course. But with this deck, this imagery on this card, it really just, I just feel like this huge weight will be lifted off of your shoulders. It's almost like, I don't know if you're going to get rid of this person, or if this, discovery is going to just open everything up, and you guys are going to be able to be honest, or something, whatever that Seven of Swords energy leads to, it's going to be a huge release, a weight lifted off of your shoulders, and you're going to be at peace with it. Let's get some clarity here. Interesting. So we've got, you're very close to achieving your goal, and don't let pride get in your way, which is full moon in Leo. So you're very close to achieving your goal. I want to get some clarity on it, but initially being tied in with this Empress energy, I feel that they're very connected, and with these moons, I just feel like it's, you've been focused on who you are, how you want to manifest your energy, and it's like, it's almost like there's one last thing that needs to be brought to the surface in order for you to get there. And it's like, oh, it's like you know, like putting the worst, or waiting, what am I trying to say? It's like waiting, it's like you were waiting for the thing you didn't want to do for last. So like the thing you didn't want to do the most, the thing you were dreading the most, it's like you've been putting that off, and it's here. You can't deny it anymore. Don't let pride get in your way, okay? Yes, you are this Empress energy, but we're all human. We all have feelings. Remember, stay in your Empress energy. Don't become like, you know, the Emperor reversed, where you're just like, yes, I am the master. Don't enter that energy. Stay in the Empress energy. Don't become too prideful, because yes, it does seem like you are the one who's having this, you know, bad thing happen to you, but, you know, just be humble still, you know. I'm going to save this one for last, and that'll be like the energy to take away from the reading. And your immediate guidance is to love yourself. I like that with this, because it's kind of like what I'm saying, right? You're very close to achieving your goal and manifesting yourself the way you want to be, and the energy you want to be in. You want to be this Empress, and you were there, and then something's like trying to pull you out, but I see you coming back to that, is as long as you love yourself, right? So and I like that I feel that ties in super well with the don't let pride get in your way, because you just have to remember to love yourself. Like it, you know, that's what it all comes down to. You know, if you're focused on loving yourself, are you going to let this Seven of Swords energy in continuously? Are you going to put up with that? Probably not. You're probably going to release it, right? That judgment release. But let's get some clarity. The Empress. Oh. Yeah. So we got Seven of Coins. This got a little bit of rain damage. Don't mind the cord. And then Temperance. So, yeah, I've kind of, again, ties in with what I was saying. You've been really focused on growing. You're putting a lot of energy into finding that peace, finding that inner peace, and not letting that be disturbed. And I think that's awesome. Seven of Swords. Let's get some clarity, please. Okay. We got Five of Pentacles, Five of Coins, right? Feeling left on the outside, abandoned. And then we got Two of Wands, which again is kind of like watching, right? I feel that this Seven of Swords is going to be really revealed to you when you just take a moment to remove yourself from a situation and watch from outside, if that makes sense. You got to step outside of the situation, look at everything as a whole, and you're going to see this. You're going to see what's going on. It's almost like do you know that person when you go to a party and they're kind of like over there alone in a corner, kind of quiet, and we all think they're weird, and some, you know, I don't mean to say that in an offensive way. People think it's, you know, socially awkward or whatever, right? But some of those people like to just sit and observe because they want to see other people's energy. And that's what I'm envisioning. Like, you need to sit in the corner of that party and you just need to watch. Watch these people. Look to see what they're really about. Okay? What are they doing? What are they saying? How are they acting? Judgment, please. Judgment. Okay. 3 of Wands. That's like starting to put your plan into action. And what I'm immediately thinking back to is this, like this, you know, you're almost there. You're almost at this Empress energy. You're coming back to it. Right, full circle. You're coming back to that. Refocus, okay? Don't get distracted. What is going to help keep this calm, peaceful Empress energy, okay? Whatever that is, that's what I suggest doing. Yeah, 3 of Wands. So yeah, to me it's kind of like you're waiting for the right moment, and that's fine. Wait for the right moment. Don't rush it. I'm really still feeling that like you gotta sit in the corner of that party and just overlook. Look at everything, wait for that right moment, and you'll know what to do. Don't rush into any decision. Like, let's say the 7 of Swords moment happens, this deceit, and you want to say like, oh, I'm blocking this person from social media. I'm totally removing them from my life. No, you gotta wait. You gotta just, you have to wait and see, okay? You'll know when the moment's right to release, and it's going to be more peaceful again. The bottom of this deck is the Devil. So I do feel that the 7 of Swords energy is representing someone who potentially is not necessarily the most, I don't want to say honest, but kind of honest person. They don't have the highest of intentions. They're low vibration. Can be a little bit deceitful. Manipulative. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so if that's ringing a bell, let's get some guidance. I'm going to ask for guidance on how to handle this 7 of Swords. I feel like the Judgment is clear, but something's telling me to ask for this. Strength. Okay. All right. I mean, you've got a lot of major arcana cards here, and that's awesome. Just have strength when this moment comes in, okay? I'm just hearing patience and strength, and it's not patience with that person, it's patience with yourself. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. What you feel is valid, but be patient. Don't act on your emotions. Wait until you have a little bit more clarity and then act, okay? All right, let's see. What is your guidance to take away is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I think that, you know, during this process, you may be really hurt with this 7 of Swords moment. Shocked. I'm hearing stunned. Just remember, you're not alone. You have other friends, you have family, things like that, ancestors, spirit guides, if that's your thing. Rely on that, okay? Now, I know, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If what I feel is what I feel, 7 of Swords, I do feel that there's going to be a moment here that's going to I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but you're just going to have this complete shocked look. I do feel that you're going to have that bird moment, though. You're going to be just like shocked. And that's okay. Sometimes that type of reaction is needed. But I see it working out. I see full circle. You're going to come back to that Empress energy, and you're going to be like, oh, I can breathe again. That's what I'm getting. Like, oh, I can take a deep breath. It's a weight lifted off my shoulders. I feel good. That's your outcome. All right, group 3, hang in there. You got this. Remember to focus on your ancestors. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, okay? You're not alone. You have people to rely on to help you through whatever it is that you're, is coming your way.